Huseyin Alptekin is an international relations expert at the SETA Foundation. Huseyin, thanks so much for joining us here at TRT World. How did the July 15 coup attempt affect military and civilian relations in Turkey?
Hi, thank you for having me. Yes, this is the 4th anniversary of the bloody coup attempt of July 15, 2016. And in this 4th anniversary, when we look back, it looks like Turkey has been through multiple stages of this counter-FETÖ operations and counter-FETÖ activities in Turkey. When we look back the situation, it looks like now Turkey has this legacy of this very last and the bloodiest coup attempt of all. Of course, this was a bloody nightmare for Turkish public, but when we look at the situation 4 years from the event, now we see that that was the last chain of this series of coups in Turkey. Despite all the terrible things it caused, I think now Turkey has come to a point where the entire public and the entire state apparatus, with civilian and military branches of it, are aware of the risks and the dangers of encountering a coup attempt in Turkey. So if only one good thing which might have happened after the coup attempt, I would count this as on the top of the list. This awareness of distancing the country and the bureaucracy from the coups of Turkey.
Huseyin, is there still a FETÖ threat, and what can be done to fight it?
What can be done to cope with this problem is right now the organization, the Fethullah terror organization, shortly FETÖ, was a network, a huge network of different types of institutions. On the one hand, they had this personnel, the staff, penetrating into the state apparatus in different bureaucratic channels, in judiciary, in military, in different branches. But also there was this seemingly civilian branch of the network with its very broad network of schools and media channels, not only in Turkey but also a global enterprise. Right now, when we look inside Turkey, the entire network of the organization right now is wiped off, and there is no trace of the organization, but there's still a lot to do in the rest of the world. And unfortunately, Turkey's allies, Turkey's closest allies in the Western camp, many of them, if not all, many of them are still hosting this organization, these networks, personnel, and their channels, their institutional networks, and in other words, the fugitives, actually, which are from the Turkish side to be brought back to Turkey to be tried. Even the leader of the organization, Fethullah Gülen, is right now living in the United States, in Pennsylvania, and Turkey is insisting in its demands for their return to Turkey. So I think Turkey has come a long way about what to do about this organization inside Turkey, but there is still a lot to do outside of Turkey, because right now the structure of the organization is quite intact outside of Turkey.
Huseyin Alptekin, he's an international relations expert at SETA Foundation. Huseyin, thanks so much for this insight for us here at TRT World.